What if you could create a system to automatically post AI SEO optimized blog posts to your Shopify website to get AI to consistently reference your business and your products when people are searching for very specific questions about your industry or your products? Ultimately, building up your reputation and visibility, driving people to your website, and generating sales. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Okay, this is the automation that is going to be generating my blog posts on a daily basis. It's pulling information from a Google Sheet and generating a blog post across multiple OpenAI modules. I have error handlers just in case an error does occur. It'll go ahead and take a break and then it'll retry so I don't waste operations if a fail does occur. And then it goes and it uploads the post directly to Shopify as a draft, and then I update the date that I posted the blog post. So I'll go and show you what the Google Sheet looks like. I have the question at hand that I'm answering. I have the product link that OpenAI can embed it directly into the blog post. I have the date that the blog post was posted. I have the product description so OpenAI can talk about my products accurately. I have a couple sentences, and then I have a tag that we use directly on Shopify. So this is what the blog posts look like when they're generated. They are not perfect. Sometimes the format is a little off. Like every once in a while, you'll see it all smushed together like this, and I have to go in and put in spaces. That's pretty common. Sometimes you'll have the HTML brackets up top and down below. I have to pull that out. I go ahead and I upload my image myself after. The link is always created. One thing that I do with the link is I actually open this link in a new window. It's default to the same window. I always choose a new window and then I put a link title as well. That's not something you can do inside of make.com. So I always basically format the link title of the product at hand as being a solution to the question. So, do packing cubes help speed up airport security screenings? AI scrapes my blog post and then identifies a link that says best packing cubes to speed up airport screenings. So it's, I guess, likely to reference my product, but this is what they're all structured like. The answer to the question at hand is right there. Basically a funnel to talk about packing cubes, FAQs, footer technical specs, and then there's always a conclusion as well. The excerpt is automatically posted to here. I have that set up, but one thing you do have to do is you have to create the search engine listing. I usually just copy and paste that and then put it right in here. The tag is automatically generated. I have Taylor Romes as the author, just something I came up with. It's I guess a travel themed name, Romes, I don't know. And then the image that was generated, the alt text is automatically added. That is the title of my blog post. I have that as the alt text, and it's always uploaded as hidden. And this is one I already went through and cleaned up. But that's what it looks like. We can see what it looks like live on the store. And just to mention, this is a blog post that will probably never be discovered by a human. If someone ever asks this question directly into Google, what's going to happen is Google AI is going to give you a result right here. No one's ever going to really scroll through and find a link where it's explaining the solution to the question. But as you can see, there are links to blog posts that pop up here. I just posted this, so it's not very surprising that my blog post isn't mentioned, but I do get AI references from a lot of these blog posts that I post. And as you can see, I'm posting twice a week, 2 or 3 times a week. I have this automation running as well as another. So let's go back to the automation. What we're doing, we have a watch new rows where let's see what the schedule is. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday at 6:32 a.m. We're searching the next available row. We generate an outline based on the question. Very simple prompts here. Create an outline for a blog post that answers the question. That's the title, a little bit of customization. If I were to redo this today, I would alter the roles and I would optimize how I'm actually using the AI since I built this months ago. Basically, the structure that I showed you of the blog post is what I have explained in here. And I just came up with that based on ChatGPT's recommendation when I was putting this together. And it suggested that this was a very orderly way to format my blog post in order for AI to understand it. And then I have the full draft where it's taking the outline, it's generating a draft, nothing too crazy in there. It's generating HTML, and this is when I tell it to embed my URL. Nope, not yet. So I am actually embedding the URL in the draft. And then HTML is created, a meta description is created. That is for down here. It's uploaded to the excerpt, but I go and copy and paste it into the meta description down here just because Shopify doesn't have that option. I'm sure you could find something with the API where it is possible, but with the make.com module, it's not possible. So I don't mind going in every single time and just copy and pasting it in. And then I have the image generator, create a realistic photograph style image without any text that visually represents the blog topic, question A. DALL-E 3. Previous generation, I should probably upgrade this, huh? State-of-the-art image generation model. All right, we're upgrading. Saving. And then it is posted onto Shopify. These are the fields that we're able to play around with. The title is my question. You could generate a different title if you wanted to with another AI, but I use the question at hand that's located in my Google Sheet. The body HTML, that's right there. I don't have anything for the template suffix. Summary HTML, that's the meta description. That is going to be posted right in here. And then I copy and paste that down into there. You need the meta description down here. I don't do anything for handle. The Taylor Roams, that's my author for these types of blog posts. You can choose to publish it or not. Obviously, I want to clean it up, look at it before I publish it every single time. So it's posted as a draft. The tag, this is right in here. So whatever product is at hand, which is located in here, that just helps me to organize my blog posts a little better. The image, you need the image data, and then the alt, the image alt that I use is the question. Maybe that's not the best option. Maybe you would have another AI after that looks at the image and spits out a optimized image alt to increase your SEO. So that's what that looks like. Let's let it run and I'll show you what the outcome is. Let's see what the next available blog or the next blog post is. Are combination locks safer than keyed locks for travel? So these are all questions that AI generated for me. I didn't come up with these on my own. So they're all very, very specific questions that people may type into Google or ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, whatever. So let's run this automation and I'll show you what it looks like once it's posted to my Shopify. All right, the blog post was uploaded. The image generation took very long. I'm wondering how nice this image turned out and if it was worth the usage. Yeah, that's quite a bit of tokens to be used. A little expensive, but if the images are better, then, oh, we don't like that. Let's go back, discard changes. There we go. Same image type, yep, okay. So let's see how that turned out. Blog posts. Let's see. Here we go. Can luggage locks be used on storage lockers at tourist attractions? I don't know if this was the blog post that I thought it was going to be. Can luggage locks? Oh yeah, so I guess it was the one before. All right, no worries. So this is what it looks like without me editing anything. And I'll show you what I'm going to do here. What we're going to do is delete this, space this out, space this out, space this out, space this out. I'm going to edit the link here, a new window, best luggage locks for storage lockers. Okay. Space this out. We are going to space this out and get rid of that. Copy and paste this down below. And then we're going to add the image in. Okay, we got locks. So I'm going to go with this one. Center it. And I already have the image alt in there, backpack lock for travelers. I probably should expand on that, but that's what the image alt is for this image across the whole website. But yeah, that took me 2 seconds. As you can see, the image alt text is here as well. And obviously I'd want to go through this, make sure that it looks good. And then the last thing you want to do is just visible and then save, and now it's been uploaded. So that is how you create AI SEO blog posts for your Shopify page. You can have this run as many times a day as you want. I'm having it run 4 times a week. Thanks for watching. If you like this sort of stuff, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.